Then I'm gonna show you how to self-host N8N. If you don't know, N8N is a no-code/low-code platform that is pretty similar to Make or Zapier. That pretty much allows you to automate process within your company. I'm gonna show you 3 ways on how to self-host it. One is on your computer, the other one is on using render, and the final one, my personal favorite, is on VPS. To start with, on PC, the processor is free, it's fast, and it's easy. The con is that your PC needs to be running all the time, and sometimes the webhooks don't really work. Using render, the processor is free, fast, and easy. Well, not as fast as the first option, but anyway. And the cons are that it's slow in terms of because you're using a free server, they don't really give you too much resources, so N8N is going to be pretty slow. And the final reason is that if you don't really use it, for example, there is no input from somewhere, the server is going to stop if you don't use it. So my final favorite is a VPS, virtual private server. It's cheap, fast, and easy, works 24/7, and you get the $20 signing bonus. The cons is that you pay $7 per month, more or less, depends on your specifications. But right now I'm gonna show you the cheapest version that's possible. Okay, so let's start with the self-hosting on your PC. First, you need to download node.js. You can download it from this link. I'm also gonna put it in the description. And then we pretty much need to follow the GitHub official documentation. So you pretty much just come here, copy this one, go to CMD. You pretty much copy this command, paste it here. Yes, I want to proceed. It's gonna take a minute or two. By the way, I didn't install Node.js because I already have it. So it's finally ready. It took maybe 5-10 minutes. That's the screen you're gonna see when it's all installed. You just need to click all on your keyboard. And for whatever reason it's not working, so I'm just gonna click here and copy this one and paste it here. That's pretty much the login screen you're gonna see when you install it normally. And now it's gonna prompt you to put some details. That's gonna happen only once. I'm just gonna put something. And now you pretty much have it, but the thing is right now, if let's say, for example, you want to use a webhook. So as you can see right now, it's gonna give you this address as a webhook. So for example, if I'm trying to use it online, it's not gonna work. Okay, so I'm gonna try to use the webhook from here that I got to send it here, and pretty much not gonna work because the N8N instance is not really online. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how to self-host N8N using render. Before you create a new project, we need to go to GitHub to this URL. I'm gonna add it in the description as well. That's pretty much the GitHub version of N8N. You're gonna click here to the arrow. I'm gonna create a new fork. I'm gonna call it N8N YouTube. Copy the master and then create a new fork. By the way, you need to be logged in into GitHub to do that, so you need to log in before creating a fork. Anyway, now I have it. So I'm gonna go back to render. I'm gonna go to create first project. And name it however you want. Create new server. Add web service. Choose the right fork. And then I'm gonna leave everything as it is, except I'm gonna switch to free plan. The thing with the free plan is that when you turn off the instance, everything, your data is gonna disappear. That's why we're gonna fix it in a minute. I'm gonna leave this file so you can copy it, and you can just go to here, add from environment file, copy everything from here to here, paste it, and they're all gonna pop up. Okay, so now we want to go to Supabase, make an account if you don't have one, create a new project. Name it however you want. Gonna make it like that. Generate a password and make sure that you have it somewhere. I'm gonna leave it here for now. Create new project. Okay. Then when you have the password, just copy it, go back here, put it here so you don't miss it pretty much. Go back to Supabase, go to settings, go to database, and it's gonna take a second. So after you have the project already set up, go to project settings, go to database, and now we're gonna copy everything from here. I already copied the password here. So I'm gonna copy now the host, the port, the schema, actually never mind, schema is public. I'm gonna copy the user, and then that's pretty much done. I'm gonna deploy it. This might take a minute, so I don't want to waste. I'm gonna just go to environment, and I'm gonna add the other two variables that are here. And the host should be the domain without the HTTP, and then the webhook should be the domain with HTTPS. I'm gonna save and rebuild. Manual deployment. And hopefully after maybe 5-10 minutes, you're gonna have a fully functioning N8N instance. Okay, took about 15 minutes, but now it's done. And now we have a working instance of N8N. Let's try to make an account. Oh, my. Okay, let's turn the webhooks. For testing work, I'm gonna use Postman. Okay. And as you can see, webhooks work, we get some data. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's move to Hetzner. That's a server that I personally use. That's my preferred choice of hosting. Pretty much you need to make an account here. I already have one, so I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna make a new project. Okay, here now you go to servers, add a server, and now we're gonna choose a server. The best to be close to you. I'm just gonna use this one right now. We're gonna use Ubuntu 24.04, and we're gonna choose our CPU. Let's see. Okay, let's choose this one. I also tried this one, it's good, but this one is a bit better because you have more power pretty much. So let's choose server. I'm gonna use ARM64, and I'm gonna choose this specification. You can leave everything as it is. Okay, so we're gonna go down. There are a bunch of other settings. You can, for example, enable backup if you want to. Not gonna do it right now. Just go down, and we're gonna name the server N8N YouTube. So now it should be valid, and you can see the price. Just create and buy. Okay, now we have the server. It's gonna take a second. So after you start your server, you need to go to rescue, reset root password. Then we have our new root password. Go to cmd, type ssh root @ and then copy the address, paste like that, then copy the password again, paste it. That's not the first time that I log into this server, so usually it's gonna ask if you want to set up a fingerprint. You just need to type yes and press enter, and that's pretty much it. So now we're gonna go to the official documentation of how to install it. We're pretty much gonna copy the first step, and while we wait for that, we're gonna go to our cloud provider. Then you have to navigate to the DNS. If you don't have a domain already, you can just go on GoDaddy or Namecheap or whatever provider you want and buy one for like €1-2, doesn't really matter. And then you need to navigate to DNS settings. After that, you need to add a record. Make sure it's A-type. I'm gonna name it N8N YouTube. And then I'm gonna copy the address from here and paste here. Then I'm just gonna save it. Okay, so now we need to install Docker. We're gonna just copy the command, paste here. We already did that. Then we need to go to step 5, create Docker compose file. We're pretty much gonna just copy the name, go to cmd, type nano, followed by the path, and then we're just gonna copy this code here, paste it, copy this line here, and then add it under volume. Okay, now we're gonna just click Ctrl and X to exit. We're gonna modify it, and then we're gonna click Enter. Let's double check if everything's alright. So I'm gonna just use the same command to see if everything's correct. I'm gonna scroll down, and everything seems alright, so I'm gonna exit again. Now I'm gonna copy .env, go to cmd, type nano.env. Now I'm gonna copy everything from here, paste it. You need to change your email to whatever email you want. Then you need to change the subdomain to whatever you used here. And then you need to change also the domain to whatever domain you have. In my case, it's AlphaStream Marketing. Then again, click Ctrl and X, and then Y to save, then Enter to go back. Now we need to create a Docker Compose folder. Just copy and paste again. Then copy the other line. We're also gonna copy the first line from step 8. Okay, so now we are done, and we can just go to the domain and test it. And now we're going to be prompted to create an account. So now we have a fully functioning N8. Okay, let's test it. Let's try to use the webhook. Okay, so now we received the information. Officially, the N8N is online, fully working. That's pretty much it.